all time. But closed captions used to be a niche tool designed for people that couldn't hear, tucked away somewhere random in your old TV settings. Now they are literally everywhere. Most of the reels or the TikToks that you watch, do you even watch with sound? They're there on the screen. And most of us just keep them on by default. A technology made for inclusion has quietly changed how the whole world watches. And today we're going to investigate that. So come along. I will be working from home again today because I need to get to bed early because I've got a very early morning flight tomorrow. On the surface, captions are simple. Words on the screen to help people follow the dialogue. Useful in noisy bars. Helpful when the audio is bad. Or if you're deaf. They started out for accessibility reasons, making sure that nobody was left out. My grandmother is incredibly thankful for this technology. However, the previous clip was not the greatest example of captioning, but it shows you how we take live speech and we put it in text and you could read it if I muffle the audio. Now, they've spread. Streaming apps turn them on by default. Social media automatically generates them for every video that you watch. Now, captions are no longer about hearing loss. They're about attention. If you read and you listen at the same time, it keeps you locked in watching the social media.
For a woman, you actually don't have to be that funny. You just have to be willing to laugh. And that brings me back to liking. Being an easy laugher, like being ready to laugh, is one of the most likable complimentary things you can do for someone else. There's sometimes people will like withhold their laughing, or like they'll be like, oh, that's funny, right? So being an easy laugher is also like the fastest way to tell someone I love you.
Is this a chestnut? Okay, I am under the chestnut tree, so if one of them falls on my head, this video is over and we're just going to talk about chestnuts, I think, for the rest of the video. But we need to get into the deeper consequences of these closed captions. Over time, they've changed the way we experience stories. We've noticed misspellings or tiny edits or the wrong word used entirely. And sometimes what is written is completely different to what is actually being said. Whole sentences are different. We process meaning differently, half by ear and half by eyes. In a strange way, captions make us more literate again. Every show, every video, another little act of reading. I guess that is probably a pretty good thing, right? The reason I'm outside of my house, I realized that I do need some cash for Slovenia. Where I'm going is a little bit rural, so they suggested that I bring cash, and I don't think I've had cash in the Netherlands for probably 3 years, so I needed to go to the ATM, and you saw I got 50 euros. Hopefully it'll be enough. It makes no sense for me to get any more because I'm not even going to use it here in the Netherlands. Anyway, it's time to get back to work.
My family's got an odd thing. They aren't surprised by shit, man. Especially.
Oh, hello. It has been a day. I've been sitting here most of the day other than my little walk, and now I have dinner, but it's like You know when you're going away for the weekend, so you don't have groceries, but you also don't want to buy anything, so it's like eggs and the leftover greens that I breaded. So that's what we're having now. But before I eat, I want to talk about the last bit about captions. And it's a little bit of the eerie side of it. Sometimes the world without captions feels a little bit incomplete. Let's talk about that, because that's quite a bold statement that I'm making. Silence and sound used to be enough, but I can guarantee you at some time when you have the TV on in the background and you're in the kitchen, you can't hear what's going on anymore. And it's not because you're far away from it. It's just because you're so used to reading along with the sound. It's crazy what our brain does. And this is even the same sometimes with lyrics. I find myself reading the Spotify lyrics to fully take in the song, which it seems so weird. And I feel like if I just read things, I'm also missing something. It's the connection between both of them that becomes so important, or so needed, I feel. At least for me. Maybe this is just a me thing and it doesn't affect anyone else, but it's weird. There's also a meme here. I'm gonna put it in, or TikTok here. I'm gonna put it in about, yeah, just watch it.
The USA. He was greatly impressed by the scenes of the working slaves and went, ooh, good. He worked as a
and this whole idea of closed captions, it was done to help those people. And I'm always for tech that makes living life easier for people that are not as able-bodied. That is something that I strongly believe in. But it's crazy how it is translated into me, who can for now hear and see well enough. I guess it's the quiet cost of a tool that included some and ended up changing for all. I'm gonna eat my food and then I need to pack. Good evening. It is really early right now. It is currently 7:46, but I need to leave here at 3 o'clock in the morning. And there is also road works in between, well, train works, I guess, in between. So, I don't know, it's gonna be a mission tomorrow morning. I'm not looking forward to it. But it's out of my control, so I'm just gonna have to maybe take like 3, 4, 5 buses. But we'll see. But it's time for a thought experiment. Imagine you sit down to watch your favorite show, and for the first time in years, the captions are gone. The room is quiet. The dialogue is clear. But something feels missing. Like your brain is waiting for a layer of meaning that never appears. You realize you don't just use captions anymore, you need them. A tool that started as support has become part of how you experience the world. And it sounds quite extreme, but if you watch TikToks or Instagram Reels or all these shorts that you scroll on, the ones that don't have captions, automatically you scroll quicker. Start noticing that. Anyway, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.